Are you having trouble figuring out what your personal blueprint is or how to be able to kickstart your blueprint? Listen, we all have goals, we all have dreams, we all have aspirations. I get it, I understand. But a lot of us just don't know the secret formula or the steps to be able to go ahead and kickstart some of these dreams and goals, right? Listen, in this video, I want to share with you the simple steps on how you'll be able to build your own personal blueprint to success. So you definitely want to check out this video. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, tune in, and let's go ahead and build your blueprint today. Let's go.
This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it because time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it.
Hey, what's going on, Blueprint family? Thanks for tuning in. Of course, this is your Blueprint Mastermind where we give you the game and the blueprint to be able to go ahead and level up in success, right? Now, of course, me being the Blueprint Mastermind, I felt like this video has been long overdue. I actually was One of my students brought this to my attention as they said, "Hey, you're the Blueprint Mastermind. How come you don't drop a video letting people know how to go ahead and build their personal blueprint," right? Typically, if you've attended any one of my events or any one of my master classes, this is one of the key components I outline and one of the starting points I outline. So I felt like it's necessary that I go ahead and share this with the YouTube world as well, too. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, every one of us, if you're born, you are born with a dream, a goal in mind, right? And a lot of us have different perceptions of what success is. But the problem is, many of us just don't know how to be able to achieve success, don't know the beginning points on how to do. A lot of us follow coaches, consultants, or individuals from online. We may be enamored as, or we may like the results that they've achieved, and that's the reason why we're following them. And I get it. But the problem is that we typically don't learn the steps or the blueprint on how that individual was able to achieve their success. And typically, that's the problem with the marketplace. A lot of successful individuals don't share their blueprint to success, which is why not only I've created my whole blueprint platform, but I felt like a video like this is necessary to help individuals understand the starting point they need to take to be able to go ahead and achieve their personal blueprint to success. One thing is, it doesn't matter what field that you're in, whether you're wanting to own a business, if you want to be able to travel more, if you want to be more family oriented, or if you want to be part of a winning organization, everybody's blueprint is unique and different. But what I'm going to outline in this video is going to be able to help you achieve the milestones you want to hit when it comes to building your personal blueprint, whatever that looks like. All right. So you definitely want to tap in and listen in as we go ahead and cover all of the steps in this video here. Okay. Now, first things first, to get straight into it, step number one, and this is the most important critical step here, and that is defining your blueprint. All right. This is where your vision comes into mind. This is where everything starts right here. All right. So, you want to be able to go ahead and build the foundation for your success. And this is where coming up with a clear vision. You want to ask yourself, these questions. Hey, what is it that you're aiming for in life? You mean, what does success look like to you? And asking yourself these questions and being able to answer them clear, concisely, and with specific precision is going to help determine the rest of your blueprint and building your personal blueprint as well too. All right, and having clarity when it's building your blueprint. I mean, think about it. It's just like when you're trying to build a house. You're not going to build a house without having that blueprint or having that clear vision in mind first before you start any construction, right? So you need to define actually what success looks like to you, right? Is it financial freedom? Is it owning a business? Is it being able to travel the world? Whatever it is, there's no right or wrong answer here. You want to write it down, visualize it, and don't be afraid to go ahead and dream big, right? So, usually I strongly encourage my students as well as my community when it comes to this step here. This is something you typically want to do alone. You don't want to be influenced or impacted by anyone or anything. This is your soul searching moment. This is where you really want to go ahead and define your purpose in life somewhat. This step here you want to take with absolute importance as well as all seriousness, and make sure that you're very clear and specific when it comes to defining your vision here, because again, this is going to be unique for you. You want to be completely honest with yourself, as this can of course it could either set you in a path of success, or if not being completely honest, could also set you in a path of destruction as well too, which of course, if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you don't want to go down that path. All right. Moving on to the next step, of course, creating your vision is the first step, as well as the genesis to be able to go ahead and set you up for your personal blueprint. All right. Now, the second step is building your blueprint. All right. So you think, wait a minute, that's the whole ethos of the video here. And let's actually break this step down here for a second. Now that you have your vision, the next step is building your blueprint. This is where you map out the steps of turning your vision into reality. Okay. In other words, think of it as like building a house. Like I said, you wouldn't start any construction without a detailed plan, without that blueprint. Right. The first step was visualizing the house. Maybe you said in your mind, I want a 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom house with 2 stories, pool, 3 car garage, whatever the case may be. That is the vision that you have in mind. The next step is actually putting the blueprint together, the steps you would take to building that actual 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom house. And of course, you want to make sure that you're building your blueprint down in actionable steps. Let's say your blueprint is starting your business. If you wanted to be an entrepreneur, your plan would include things such as researching your industry, setting up your business, building your team, securing funding for your business. These are all actionable steps that you would take to building your blueprint. The more detailed your blueprint is, the easier it becomes for you to follow and stay on track when it comes to building your blueprint. So it's very important that you're very concise on these first 2 steps. Number one, defining your vision, and number two, building your blueprint. Remember, the key here is being flexible, because life is going to happen. Life is life. So you want to make sure that your blueprint is also flexible in the event times or circumstances may rock you off your blueprint. All right. Now, moving right along here, listen, before I continue on and before the commercial ad comes on, if you need help building your blueprint, you definitely want to check out the Credit the Game Academy, which is the academy we're just now releasing to help individuals in learning to build, repair, and leverage their credit. If you want to be able to help get to that next level when it comes to entrepreneurship or just building your personal blueprint, of course, credit is the number one tool that you need in life. So check out the Credit the Game Academy, which is creditthegameacademy.com. If also, the link will be down below in the description to be able to go ahead and learn more. All right, so let's keep it moving here. All right.
If your credit ain't high and it's actually down, the time to take action is now. Yeah. If your credit ain't high and it's actually down, the time to take action is now. Go get control of your credit, go and repair.
Listen, I've been getting a lot
down. Oh yes, to show you the leverage, just so you can get a new rider. Go get you a house, just so you don't feel disparaged, you don't feel embarrassed. It's right, so go get it done now. Don't survive through the week, go improve, get it up. Want a life full of freedom to do what you want. He's a guy that you need, he's a dude that you want. Not 5 minus 3, that's 2, number 1. Guy you will see if you hit him up. He'll help with devotion, this I am sure of. Updates, promotions, discounted courses. Work with him anywhere, buddies and Florida. Credit will get repaired. Yes, it will.
Number three, the third step in building your blueprint is taking and attracting massive action. Now, I want to emphasize this particular step here because you hear a lot of people say take action, take massive action. But I feel they fail to mention the requirement of attracting action as well too, which I want to break down, okay? And because this is actually where the magic happens right here. This is where everything you've been working on, the visual, the blueprint actually comes into fruition. And this is the critical step because a vision is without action is just a dream. Think about it. Faith without works is dead. If I'm not mistaken, that's where is a quote that comes from a very important book, right? So this is where the thinking and the planning stops and the doing comes. This is where you put legs onto your dream here. All right. And this is, you can do the small things. You can start off small. This is not necessarily, you don't have to jump in the deep end of the pool. And it could be being consistent, such as waking up early every morning to start your side hustle, to start your business, right? Start doing the research, right? Being consistent, building good habits, right? These are all things you can do. It doesn't require any money or anything other than a change in mindset and taking action to be able to go ahead and manifest your vision. All right. The fastest way to learn is by doing. All right. And don't be afraid of mistakes. So sometimes a lot of us don't want to take action because we're just afraid. We're afraid we're going to mess up, but that's okay. That's what life is about, right? You are going to mess up. I'm not going to be here and tell you that you're not going to experience circumstances or situations that just may not work the way you anticipated or you would like to. Guess what? It's okay. But if you follow the first two steps by having a clear vision of your personal blueprint, as well as building the actual blueprint, when you experience these situational circumstances, you won't be so shell shocked or you won't be taken off course because guess what? You'll have the necessary foundation and elements needed to be able to continue and push forward through these obstacles. Like I tell everybody, listen, the road to success is always under construction. But as long as you have a clear vision of your blueprint, whatever crossroads that comes upon you or upon your journey, you won't be able to go ahead. You'll stay tunnel vision to that journey. You won't go too much off course, or if you do go off course, you'll quickly get back on course because again, you'll be able to follow these same steps by having these good habits in place. All right. So very important that you definitely you take this step very seriously. The difference between successful people and those who are not successful is this step right here. So the ones that are successful take action. The reason why Elon Musk is the richest man in the world is because he's not worrying about the failures when he started Tesla, SpaceX, or any one of his companies. It's all about, hey, let me take action. When he bought Twitter, Twitter was in the red. Twitter wasn't profitable. Twitter's still not profitable. But guess what? It didn't stop him from his vision in building the blueprint of acquiring Twitter, okay, which is now X, right? And guess what? By having that insatiable appetite for success, by having that determination, that drive, guess what? Is going to lead you to success. And you're going to experience failures. You just have to be able to have the perseverance and the determination to push through. Okay. Now, last step of building your blueprint is, of course, evaluating and adjusting. All right. That is the last and most important step here. Of course, this is where you are learning to realize, like I mentioned before, that no blueprint is perfect. All right. If you're expecting perfection, you may have a problem here, okay? But like I stated before, and I emphasized in the previous step, you're going to hit setbacks, obstacles, and realize things are just not going to work that you anticipated. That's okay, right? Life is about learning and adapting, and this doesn't have to, it doesn't matter what age you are or whatever the case may be, right? Just because you're at a certain age doesn't mean you should ever stop growing or start learning. All right. Being able to adapt. So when it comes to this step here, you have to be able to go ahead every now and then, take a step back and evaluate your progress and ask yourself these questions. Are you hitting your milestones? Do you need to adjust your plan? Do you need to pivot? These are things that you have to ask yourself every now and then to see if you're heading in the right direction, if your plan is still viable based upon the situation or the climate that you're in right now. Okay. Never stop learning, never stop being around individuals that can help elevate you and empower you. Learning and growing is key to being able to get to that next step here. Okay. Analyze your wins and losses, right? And that right there will help you make the necessary adjustments to be able to push forward. So, your blueprint, keep in mind, is a living document, it's a living, breathing thing, and it's going to keep evolving like how you are. So keep in mind, ambition and work ethic is always going to trump talent every single time. So just because you're not the most talented person in the world, but if you keep the good habits that I've outlined in this video, these 4 steps here, I guarantee you, you're going to be able to build your personal build blueprint with no problems at all. All right. So listen, there you go, guys. I've given it to you, the 4 steps to being able to build your personal blueprint, which is again, defining your vision. What does your vision look like? Making sure you have a clear, concise, detailed plan what it is. Make and I strongly encourage this soul searching moment. You do it on your own accord at your own time in your private, quiet place. So therefore, you don't have any outside influences impacting your personal blueprint here. This is for you and for you only. Number two, building your blueprint, right? Making sure you outline the actionable steps to be able to go ahead and put your vision into reality. What does your vision look like? How are you going to get there, right? And set milestones for yourself. And this to be able to go ahead and help you be able to achieve your blueprint without wasting any time, energy, or resources. All right. Number three, taking and attracting massive action. Again, building these good habits, doing the small things first to be able to build a consistent habit to be able to have you build your blueprint. Also attracting massive action as well too, getting negative words out of your vocabulary, out of your mindset, not hanging around individuals that's consistently crushing your dreams or anything like that. This is very important. Words have powerful meanings behind them. Words are living things just like thoughts are as well too. So avoiding all of negative energy, negative individuals, negative places is going to attract, all right, the positivity is going to attract the fuel that you need to be able to build your personal blueprint. You know what they say, birds of a feather flock together. If you hang around a barber shop long enough, you're going to end up getting a haircut. All right. And last but not least, evaluate and adjusting your blueprint. Okay. Again, this is very important because as you grow, as you evolve as a person, so is your blueprint. Things are going to happen in life, setbacks, obstacles. That's just inevitable. There's nothing you could do about it. But by evaluating your blueprint and adjusting to whatever life brings to you, you'll have no problem at all being able to go ahead and persevere and push through any of these obstacles that you may experience. Okay. Listen, thanks for tuning in. I hope you was able to get great value from these 4 steps. I promise you, it doesn't matter where you are in life. It doesn't matter what your situation is, your financial situation. Following these simple 4 steps will definitely put you in the right path to be able to go ahead and achieve your personal success. And again, what that is, it's nobody's prerogative but yours, whether it is building a business, achieving financial freedom, being able to do the things that you want in life or that brings you joy in life. Everybody has a different perception of what their personal blueprint is. And what yours is, you'll be able to go ahead and achieve it just by following these steps here. Okay. Listen, if you've gotten great value from today's video, do me a huge favor, hit the subscribe button as we release videos twice a week. Also hit the like button as well too, as we want to go ahead and help YouTube help this video get it out to more people. All right. Also hit the bell notification so you can stay up to date when we drop videos like this. And last but not least, drop a comment if you have any value or any tips or strategies you would like to share with the online community as well too. We definitely want to hear from you. I respond to all comments. Definitely would like to hear from you. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for enjoying today's episode. And as always, I'm going to catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys. Peace.
This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it, cause time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it. This generation need integration with information to move with. An inclination that is abiding in entertaining improvement. Yep, West Paul with Blueprint. This guests are exclusive. Get on and tune in and then learn some new tips about credit, finance, investment. A nice chance to get rich and buy land. Flip it, quick 9 bands. Learn all the skills from West, he did it. Learn how to build successful business. Run up a mill and get the digits. Run up a mill. Look, safe place where guests are speaking. Based off financial freedom. All facts, no cap, believe it. Podcast, you have to see it.